Oh, relax. I haven't even said who I'm defending. I haven't even said who I'm defending. Let me see it.
So welcome to the show. On this show, a group of friends just argue out their points. We have a lot to say, and because it's Game of Thrones season, today's episode, which is the maiden episode, is which Game of Thrones character has had the best character growth. Now, character growth is anything. It's based on your definition. So I am going to start first, and my character is Theon Greyjoy.
Yo, what's up? My name is OS Biter, and I am here to tell you why Arya Stark has had the most character growth.
My name is Senna.
Yeah.
And the character I'm defending today is Tyrion Lannister.
Woo! Okay, let's go. Hi guys, my name is Frederick, and the character I'm defending is Sansa Stark. So, now chill, relax. So, Sansa.
Alright, so my name is Senna Anthony, and I am here to not defend Daenerys Targaryen, but Senna will do that for me. Yes, I'm announcing the Mother of Dragons, and what's her other title?
So
she has like 7. No, I can't. I'm done.
Why?
Please stop.
The interesting thing is that Theon literally can't grow.
Okay.
Interesting thing.
Which is part of his character because he is a force eunuch now. But Theon Greyjoy started off as a captive who was happy with the life he was living. He was very comfortable with everything that was going on. He loved being a quote-unquote Stark, living with the Stark. Then he became an arrogant bastard when he went to his dad's place. Yes, we swear. After that, he decided to become a conqueror. He failed at that, got captured by a very interesting young man, had his entire character broken, his entire psyche broken. So he became a human, then became a dog called Reek, lived with dogs as Reek. His sister came to save him, and he didn't identify as Theon Greyjoy. He identified as Reek. Very important.
So where's the growth? Highest body count. And in Game of Thrones, you think the body count was having sex, but Arya has the highest body count. She has bodies.
Hey, how many? Let's be honest. How many? How many people has Arya killed?
How many people has Arya killed?
She killed her.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Number one, Arya is the first person who had to deal with loss.
Define who had lost. Define that.
Her best friend was killed, the butcher's son, Micah. They were sought for, that was her tight, that was her buddy. Lady isn't a human being, ladies evolve. But that's at the same time. But the person who experienced loss was the cause of it. Sansa lied, and that's why her dog had to be killed.
Sansa is not a really popular character because she's been very naive. She's been very naive, and she's allowed a lot of people to manipulate her and been used and just been very childish like most of the season. Exactly. So what I'm defending is the growth. The Sansa we see in the beginning of Game of Thrones, and then the Sansa we see at the end of Game of Thrones. So she goes through this whole process where she's not loyal to her family. She's always thinking about these fantasies, like she wants the prince, she wants to be married, she wants to live in a palace, you know. And then because of that, her dad ends up dying because she makes some wrong decisions, and she's
Well, let's blame Ned for that.
Ned. Well, yeah. So, but
it's partly her fault as well.
When Tyrion started, right, you feel like you already know who he is. And you feel like he already knows who he is. You feel like he's already a developed character. But what happens? Okay, what does he like? Breasts, wine, and sarcasm, right?
yeah.
He was already a great orator, already know how to talk.
Yeah.
But his talking was mostly quips and wisecracks, right?
Yeah.
To make fun, right? But what happens? He's placed in certain situations where he's forced to fight for his life. And he knows in the world that he's in, he's an imp, right? He's not.
Yeah.
His fighting can't ever be physical, right? He can't match up to that. So what does he do? He employs what he already has, his unique abilities, right? And he makes them work for him.
Stop.
Why?
Continue.
No
one has said anything. Like, you're making so much sense.
I actually agree with him.
It's fine.
She just wanted to bring your flow.
Yeah, it worked. something to say?
Fight for his life.
Well, Daenerys started off really weak. She didn't really know. She didn't have much of a personality. Her brother sold her to, was it Khal Drogo or?
Yes.
Sold. You obviously saw her first experience with the Drogo, right? With the cow, right? It's not easy taking that. It didn't look nice. It didn't look.
How do you know? Okay.
And then after a while, like after she reached her peak, you saw her eyes changed, and like she even grew from that moment. From that, her posture also changed. She grew from that first encounter with Carl, and afterwards she lost her baby, she lost her husband as well, and she got the magic eggs. She got 3 dragons. This woman, fire touched her, and it didn't burn her.
Theon has had so many experiences. He has had to move from one type of character, one character arc to another. He has had to be the comfortable guy, to the arrogant guy, to the very scared shitless guy, to the penisless guy, to, as she said rightly, the little bitch, to the guy who doesn't want to go back, to the guy who's finally picking up the pieces of his life.
What pieces?
To the guy who ran away from his uncle.
He's still a bitch, but
the
what's
guy
wrong with that?
who didn't do anything to help his sister when she was being taken captive. She was right in front of him.
And he jumped into the water. Nobody cares about Sansa losing her wolf, okay? Now, so she's the first person who lost another person in the series.
Not really.
So who is?
She wasn't the wed said person that she found out after the
Okay.
fight. By then, so many other people had died. Bran had to watch
That guy, who was that guy? Who knew that guy?
Bran, who was he? Bran, a 9-year-old, had to watch his father behead someone because he had to.
Cool.
His mom said
Cool. But he already knew that his dad had been doing that all the time. And it took him along to see it.
Okay, yeah, so another thing about Tyrion is, from the beginning, right, he was always kind of defined by his family. And not in the sense of, not in the way Rob or other people are defined by their family in a good way. It's kind of been the offshoots of the Lannisters, right? The Lannisters are there, and then there's Tyrion. But then, ever since he's been separated from his family, he's found a way to make a name for himself away from his family, right?
It's not much of a name.
Yeah.
He doesn't really have a name.
How many people are saying advice?
I mean, let me be honest with you. Tyrion, I agree with you about Tyrion because Tyrion in the beginning, he knew how to play the game of Game of Thrones. He knew how to play the game. He even said he told Shay that he's good at it. That's one of the few things he's realized he's good at and he's happy with. He was very, very happy playing the game. But he realized that he knew how to play the game, but the settings were different. The difficulty level was different. That's when his nephew died and all of that. He nearly lost his life. And then he realized that he needed to be a bit more cunning to play the game. He even stopped drinking and having sex and everything. So I agree with you, but I still don't think that's much of a growth. I feel like he's always been the same person.
No, I feel
He's just become more aware.
The thing is, right, he started to...
Yes, I'll ask you.
You guys out of steam after.
No, like actually, Theon was my, Theon, sorry, not Theon. Tyrion was my backup character.
So, in the beginning, right...
She was raped.
She was nearly raped.
Oh gosh.
She was nearly raped.
Oh no.
He said, oh gosh.
You know, I even forgot that she was with Ramsay, like she had been captured by Ramsay. That's even... So look at all that she went through. Like, she was broken.
Going through things or having things go through you doesn't necessarily mean.
Wow. Exactly.
Doesn't
necessarily
mean
And then she ends up with Baelish, and he's also manipulating her for a while. And then eventually she comes back to the north. And the point where I see that all this time I hate Sansa, like she's one of my least favorite characters in the show. And in one of the final episodes of the last season, it comes to the point where she puts Arya seemingly on trial, and then she asks the question, "How do you answer to these charges, Lord Baelish?" And then we know that she's wised up. She's seen the people that are manipulating her. She's grown to become sensible. She's no longer naive, and she knows where her loyalties lie now with her family.
In season 7.
So yes, so that's growth. That's growth. She's grown. She's grown. It took a while, but she got there.
It took a while to just.
It took a while, but she got there.
No, but
So
that's
yeah.
the point about being manipulated and then manipulating one of the smartest characters in the
Exactly.
show, right?
Thank you. Yeah. So Sansa,
Honestly,
like growth. So I mean, honestly, tell me if you can tell me that Sansa hasn't grown.
She won't lie. And she changed her hairstyle. That was it.
She's grown, but she's still a girl.
Yeah, and right now she's someone that manages to bring a lot of people together. She's able to.
She's
able to command a group of people. She's able to command a lot of people, and
so because she owns a bunch of slaves,
Free slaves.
She freed them.
she freed them.
yes, and they decided to stay with her.
But they believed in her.
Because
But Sana, let me
yes.
ask you a question. Someone came to free you. Person has 3 dragons. All I'm trying to say is that none of the characters you guys are going to mention has gone through that level of psychological process in terms of temperament and psyche. None of your characters has had their psyche broken.
Arya has.
Her psyche wasn't broken. The reason why I will not support Arya and many of your characters is because I wouldn't consider growth because
So your psyche
all of them
has to break for you to grow?
No, all I'm saying is that they have been who they are till the end. Their core values, their core characteristics has been the same. Arya Stark, she has been a fighter throughout. Fine, she added a drizzle of killer instinct.
Talk about
Yes,
your
going
character.
giant.
I'm pretty much a
Character has
Yeah.
grown so much.
I'm pretty much my character has.
Yes.
He has had to move from several.
What are his qualities now? That he
His
has
qualities now is psychologically depressed and broken young man who is trying to pick up the pieces of his life to save his sister. To save his sister. Yes, at the end of the season, he decided to go back to save his sister. That's when he had a conversation with Jon Snow, and Jon Snow went on about something about he doesn't need to identify as blah blah blah. He just needs to find himself and help them. Yes,
And
Senna.
he needed someone else to do that for him.
Yeah, that's what the character growth.
Find by other people.
Yes,
Once you
definition.
broke him, Jon
Very
Snow
very
saved him.
important.
So has he done anything for himself?
Yeah.
She had to watch her father die. She had to run away. She had to change her identity. Arya had to kill people to defend herself. She had to fight for scraps to eat. Arya lost her innocence and has become this cold-hearted killer. She has taken revenge for so many different things. Arya was blind. She had to live blind.
Yeah, like okay, wait.
Arya had to live blind.
You get it. Snap.
Jamie lost his hand. Jamie lost his hand. Reek lost his thing. Arya lost her eyes for a period of time. Arya underwent. Nobody else has had a training montage in the whole of Game of Thrones. Only Arya. She's come back as someone who's completely different. Arya also lost her teacher. Listen, Arya has lost people that were close and dear to her heart. She lost her best friend Micah. She lost Nymeria. Nymeria isn't dead, but she lost Nymeria. She lost her father. She lost her teacher. Lost her mother. Lost her brothers. Arya has had the most loss, and yet she has overcome all of that loss.
Saying that her growth is because she can suffer. She knows
I'm not
how to
saying.
And Selassie, I guess
Tyrion is very like relaxed, right, and whatever. But he's forced to do some things that are out of character. He's forced to make choices. He's forced to say, am I going to kill my father after everything that's happened? Am I going to make this choice? He does it, right? He finally takes down the person in his life that's constantly pressing down on him, constantly suppressing him, right?
And that's the next fantasy about me.
I'm not.
I'm taking me down.
Okay, that was weird. For a second.
Hey,
never mind.
Wow. And my final point is his skill of like his oration, right? In the beginning, I've already said, but in the beginning he used it as for jokes and all that, right? And as he goes, he starts to use this for his life. But at the point we're at right now, he's starting to use it to advise people for the greater good.
Yes.
How many
I feel
people
like that's a
has
full character arc.
how many people has Tyrion been hand of the king to?
He's been handed the king to
2 people.
Was it two
to
people?
It was to
Joffrey,
Joffrey and then now to
to Daenerys.
There was no point that he was hand in between.
No.
That's
He became master of coin.
Okay.
Yeah, he became master of coin.
Okay. How many times has he said trial by combat?
Quite a number.
at least twice. At
And
least
jump
twice.
in.
We're waiting for the punchline, you know.
I'm trying to put some holes, you know, guys.
No, you see, I mean,
She had so many opportunities to change things and to grow. So many opportunities to learn. Every day, Joffrey. She had so many. She couldn't open her eyes.
To be fair to Sansa, it was.
Season two,
I feel like she was
This is when she was sad
because she
that-
didn't have anybody who could really relate with her. Her mom was back in the north, and Arya really wasn't like a sister. She wanted a sister. That's why she became so close to Maggie when Maggie came to King's Landing. Because she wanted a sister. She wanted like the princess with someone to relate to, and Maggie taught her a little as well. So yeah.
To Loras Tyrell for like all of a week.
Yeah. So it's all part of her
She has
growth.
been a marriage.
It's all part of her.
Yeah,
She has been
growth.
a marriage.
So she grew.
Do you think Daenerys is a good ruler?
Do you think Daenerys is a good ruler? Well, the thing is, rulers, right? How do you measure what's good is? It's very subjective, right? A good ruler, someone's idea of a good rular is someone who brings.
I'm asking you subjectively.
Subjectively, do I think?
No, I'm asking you.
Continue.
I'm asking you though.
I think so.
Should be more, you think
I
he's a
think
good
so.
ruler?
I think so.
Especially given everything happened in Marine.
I don't remember what happened. What happened?
That's why.
What
That's why I
happened?
just said that.
No, but I've already told you that I don't remember a lot of things
The
that.
Sons of the Harpy thing.
Sons of the
Where
Harpy,
she nearly
yeah.
lost Drogon.
Was that when she went to save Jon Snow? Them?
No. When the Sons of the Harpy.
Yeah, she even went to save Jon Snow. Like, think about that. Like that's.
So is that character?
See, the thing
She was in
about
love
Who
with him.
saved Jon
She was in
Snow?
love with him.
She didn't save Jon Snow though.
yeah,
She went to save him, but she didn't save him.
Yes.
No, she didn't save him.
So who
It's also that
saved? So who saved?
Drogon.
No, it's his uncle that saved him.
Theon, I believe, has had the greatest growth. He has had to experience so many things. He's had to recreate his character. He had to rebrand himself several times. If this was Twitter, he would have changed his handle quite a number of times. And it's very, very important. He's changed his handle, the way he tweets and everything. He has had the greatest growth in my eyes, and I hope it's in your eyes as well. All these other guys, they're out here, they've been living a good life. None of them have had their penises cut. None of them have had to live as dogs. None of them have had their minds broken. Yeah.
So he
You
suffered.
say it like it's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's not. Actually, it's not. It's not. But it shows his resilience. Not really, but it shows some resilience. He's had a tough life. Theon Greyjoy has had a very tough life. Yeah. So this is my defense.
I think
Madam
Theon's
Speaker.
character growth was only at the beginning of the season. That was it.
No, you see, the thing about Theon is that what you even need to understand is that he's had phases. He's had dilemmas.
Because that's so much I wanted to say about her. Say it's because she knows how to suffer. It's because she has overcome it and she has sought revenge. And no, this is true growth. This is true growth. She has sought revenge, right? For her brother, for her mother, for their death. She has sought revenge. But she had she had the chance to seek revenge from Micah. The hound was lying down and she had a sword and she could have killed him. And he even said that your friend Micah begged for death. And she didn't kill him. That's growth.
And
she walked away.
I can't say. I agree with you about Arya, but I feel like Arya's core character trait has been the same. She's always been a warrior. She's always been a
That's not true.
Selassie.
That's not true. She was a scared little girl in season 1. She became a runaway little boy. She was scared. She was scared. When she ran to hide, when she was chasing cats under the set, and she found out that her
They wanted to kill her father. That was different.
Scared.
That was different.
worried.
Your dad was gonna die. That was different. Did you see her first kill? Did you see her first kill?
Child. Arya was a child and now she's.
Salasi, do you remember her first
That's
But
growth.
she grew.
That's growth. Physically and mentally. That is growth.
No, but you have to agree to the fact that she's always been a fighter. When Bran was trying to do the archery thing, she shot
she
from
was
even
better,
better.
yeah.
She has always
Okay, so
been
she
a
had good
fighter.
accuracy. Fine.
No, she's always been a fighter. John
She's
even
always
gave
been
her a sword.
defiant. Yeah.
So we have Robb Stark.
Did not grow.
Actually did something to avenge his father.
Okay.
Did quite a bit.
Mhm.
Cause Jamie.
But was that out of character for him? I don't think so.
It doesn't have to be out of character.
Was that
No,
like?
but it's
But he was a
Like
boy.
something
He was a boy,
And you grew.
and he grew to be
Okay.
a king.
Okay.
Okay, Robb Stark, Bran Stark.
Wait. Okay. Continue.
Bran Stark was a boy.
And girls
has-
always.
He's,
After he lost his legs.
he's become a Jedi Master
Okay.
right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Let's look at boy
Has become
king.
this thing. Oh, now it's not a Jedi Master. He has become. What's the name of that Daniel?
He's a compendium.
Obini.
Obini. He's entering beds and doing things.
Okay, so Robb Stark went from a boy to a conquering king,
Uh-huh.
right? Conquering king. Bran Stark went from, we will mention Ricky.
Don't
Bran,
mention
Stark, Bran went from a boy to a cripple to now also like a master, a
Obedient.
magical master. Right?
Obedient.
Arya went from a little girl,
Walk
rock climber as
Wait,
well.
no.
Okay, no, but that's from the beginning. I know that's just like a disembodied voice. I don't know who that is. Let's look at all the Starks except for Rickon and see that all of them have done a lot more and have grown a lot more than Arya. You see it. Arya is still a princess.
You mean Sansa?
More than-
Sorry. More than Sansa.
No.
That,
So
yeah.
based on what you are saying,
Nah.
Sansa has grown from a spoiled, childish, disloyal,
To Cersei. To a mini Cersei.
to disloyal to everyone. She had no loyalty. Her loyalty was to her dreams,
Okay, let's
and she's become literally queen. She's in control of the North right now. You see, and she took revenge on Baelish for betraying her father as well.
feel like without Arya and Bran, there's no way she would have done that. Without Arya and Bran's contribution.
No, in the beginning, when she hadn't grown, even if Arya and Bran had given her that advice or had that input, she still wouldn't have made that decision.
Thank you. Say it.
Well, much like some other characters, she's had her life defined by certain things. Her brother was always there saying that he is the last dragon. And she was just a pawn for him to reach his goals, right?
True.
Now, after his death, right, she had to step into that role as the last dragon, right? And she actualized that by actually having dragons, right? She was the Khaleesi. She was tangent to the cow, right? When the cow died, she had to step up and become the Khaleesi, added it to her titles, right? She led her Khalasar. And the final thing she's stepping into is she's going against or she's battling with the legacy of her dad, right? The Mad King, right? She's trying to be a more compassionate ruler. She makes mistakes. She kills people. Everyone does it. And in Game of Thrones, who hasn't killed someone? I mean, if you just look at the arc, right? Forget all the things that happen. Just look at the first scene from Daenerys, right? Being in the water, her creepy brother coming to examine her, touching her thing. She was just there, not saying anything. To now, landing in front of Cersei, boom, on the dragon, walking down. Everyone shook. Growth.
Not everyone.
Growth. At first, she's the person that's thinking, what can I do to make the cow love me? You understand? Right now, she's a conqueror in her own right. She has the second sons. She has the Unsullied. She has the Pool of Marine. She has the Khalasar. Look at this. Bringing armies together from different people.
But okay, so I'm going to ask you a very direct question. Tyrion and Daenerys, who has had a greater growth?
You see, in life, let me tell you. What do you define as growth?
Let's use your definition because you've ended up defending two people. So choose one.
I would say, you see, Daenerys has had a growth of stature, right? Has a growth of stature. Like, she was this person, she has risen up to become this person. Tyrion hasn't risen up, right? But he's developed as a person. I feel like his his inner bits, his motivations for things have changed.
Yeah.
When we first met Danny, she didn't really have motivations.
She didn't want anything.
She was just there. She was a pawn, right? But now she has become a ruler. She's become a conqueror. But Tyrion already had a certain direction, and now he had to refocus his energy into something else. So my answer is,
That's how he does it.
Okay. He's had so many problems. He's been a problem himself. And he's had his loyalties tested. He's broken his loyalties, and then he somewhat salvaged his loyalty by not killing Bran and Rickon and just pretending to have killed them.
Yeah, he just killed some.
Two random kids. Like you can see that he's had a lot to rifle through. Like in terms of what decisions. Is he a Stark? Is he a Greyjoy? Is he a Reek? Is he a Theon? Like he's had a lot to deal with. He's had a lot to think about, try to reinvent himself and all of that. So this is my honorable timekeeper, Madam Speaker, ladies and gentlemen. This is my debate. Akpa show.
All of that fine, but she really grew into it. Now I wouldn't even call her defiant now. I wouldn't even call her a fighter.
Oh, she's cold.
No, she's a killer.
Yeah.
She's cold.
She's an assassin.
Calculated. She's an assassin.
She's a messenger of the god.
Sansa. She threatened Sansa. She has literally had to learn how to become different people.
So is that growth?
That's growth.
That's
powers. Growth right now.
That's
powers. Yes.
That's Bala. Let's put that down.
Now,
so I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let us know in the comment section who you think has had the greatest growth.